So those of you that have older brothers, you can relate. You're always going to be the younger brother, and they're going to make you better, and that's what they did. He was the third to come through the school. They all played at Viejo at one time or another, and Chane was the last one, and he would probably receive more accolades because he was an offensive player. Shane's fortunate in so many regards. And originally I had written down all of his records and stuff like that, but honestly, you can read them in the program. If you have a program, you can read them in there and you can see how he had the most yards for this and the most yards for that.
And the best looking.
And the best looking. But I can tell you this. Here's what's most important. I just had a long conversation with Chane, and I was very close to him when I coached him. I was very fortunate to be able to coach him. He was a running back, and that's what I coached. But behind every kid like this is a family like that. Okay? Everybody that's a part of Chane Moline's family, would you do me a huge favor and please stand up right now? Thank you. I appreciate it. This is what it's about. I'm so glad to see that Chad is carrying on the traditions at Mission Viejo High School. He's going to go above and beyond, and congratulations to you for all your success so far, Chad. This is kind of odd. Chad was a student at El Toro High School when I was coaching football at El Toro. So don't hold it against him.
So was Bob Johnson.
Don't hold it against him. I mean, there's a lot of guys here that were at my wedding. There's 3 of them sitting right over there at my wedding. So this is a small town atmosphere. But Chane, as you can see, you can read all of his accolades that he had. The one thing that you probably isn't written in there is that Shane's class of 2006 lost 2 football games in 4 years, and that's like going undefeated for 41 games in a row and all these things. And the nuts and bolts to it were this guy right here. Chane Trane. Two. I like that. 2 quick stories about Chane Moline. We were playing Long Beach Poly. Chane was about a bagel away from 230 when he was playing. And he wasn't the most fleet of foot. But we were playing Long Beach Poly, and if you know anything about football, Chane Moline was able to have a 70-yard run from scrimmage against Long Beach Poly. Now, how do you do that? He went this way, he went this way, he went this way, he was looking over his shoulder, and he ran 70 yards for a touchdown against Paul. My wife, who many of you know and had her as a teacher or a colleague, she said, you have to tell this one story. There was a story, I think they were playing Dana Hills or something, and his brothers went to Dana Hills, and they were giving him crap all night long. And so he finally, this is his only 15-yard unsportsmanlike penalty that he had in his career. He ran the ball in the end zone for a touchdown. He turned the guys and he held the ball out and he said, "Touchdown, bitch." Flag, 15-yard penalty. That was the only one he ever got. But I'm very grateful for him to ask me to do this, and I'm very pleased. And like I said, you can read about all the things he did. He was all CIF. He still holds records for rushing. Probably one of his greatest assets as an athlete was his hands. He had great hands. Running backs. He could have played in the NFL, no problem. Playing in the NFL is about chances and about being lucky and being in the right place. at the right time. But he had every bit as much talent to do that, and I think he's at peace with himself and he's happy because he's got a wonderful wife and a wonderful family. And I'm just so proud to introduce to you Chane.